Ah, that hurt. All right, guys, are we back? Hopefully, we're back. That sucks. So basically, if you guys are watching this one and you either weren't at the last video or you're just only watching this one, the last stream is going to stay up. It is going to remain public. We got an HTH raid in that one, so that's going to be really, really solid to remember. Um, but basically, stream just cut out for no reason. The YouTube gods hate me, so they basically deactivated they basically my Wi-Fi and YouTube hate me. They ended up stopping the stream, unfortunately. But we're back, and I'm going to obviously talk with you guys as usual, but I will try and get through the notes a little more quickly. Hey, Nikki, we're back. Raybro, thank you. Thank you guys. Luca, Marcus, let's go, boys. John Moxley, go Leafs. Go Leafs, go, man. I'm a decent fan of the Leafs. So start this out 17-3 to Bills. Hey, let's go. Lucas CA, thank you for the hashtag FU2, man. Thank you very much. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the notes a little quicker than I did in the stream that just ended. That's why, if you guys can see it, this one's called episode 2.1. So basically, the opening lineup for the Canadiens is Tatar, Dano, Gallagher, Duran, Suzuki, Anderson, Armia, Kotkaniemi, Toffoli, Lehkonen, Evans, Byron. The only changes in the forward group were literally Armia and Lehkonen going from the right wing to the left wing, Toffoli and Byron going from the left wing to the right wing. Defensive, Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petry, Kulak, Romanoff. Carey Price was starting, Jake Allen as the backup. Opening lineups for the Oilers was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Connor McDavid, and Josh Archibald. Dominic Cahoon, Leon Draisaitl, Kyler Yamamoto, Tyler Ennis, Tyler Ennis, Kyle Turris, Jesse Puljujarvi, Nygren, Devon Shore, and Alex Chason. Then Darnell Nurse, Ethan Bear. That's not Seth Jones. Brad Jones. I don't know his name. I forgot. And Adam Larson, Slater Koekkok, and Tyson Barrie on the defense. And Koskinen is starting, obviously. Honestly, when Cassian is back, we'll probably play much better. You can't deny. I can't deny it, Ray, bro. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 2-1. Yep, 2-1-0. 2-1-0. Ray, bro's still going to lose. When's the next time the Montreal? Caleb Jones. Thank you, Lucas C. Caleb Jones. There we go. God damn it, Luca. When's the next time the Maple Leafs play Toronto? I think it's February something. I forget. I know it's not that far away. Both teams are starting fast and furious early on. Great chances from both teams early in the game. Caleb Jones had nearly 2 minutes on the ice. February 13th. Thank you, Habs. Right near Valentine's Day. But Caleb Jones, nearly 2 minutes on the ice near the start of the game. Really impressive. A really impressive shift from him. And I tracked this through the first period as the Sportsnet put this up, is that there were a few guys that the Oilers were playing or forced to play for almost 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. You know, there was a few times where it was like, damn, really? Like, this is how long they've been out there. I was actually going to point that out, Marcus. The Suzuki did look worse than last game. So last game he looked really, really solid against the Leafs. This game he looked like he was a little more laid back, and I think technically that could end up being better, but better in the long run. But yeah, exactly. That's a spec. Not every game is going to be like in the play-ins where he's playing out of his mind. You know, once in a while he is going to have those games where he's like kind of out of breath or kind of slowed down a little bit. You know. Pred game ends 5-2 Preds. Damn, that sucks. I had the Blue Jackets, I think, in that one. Shouldn't count on it. Raybro, big rips. Habs 60. Yo, goalie. It's going to be a good game. The day right before Valentine's Day. You'll win again. Oh, John Moxley. I don't know if I'd count on that. If the Habs get going, I don't know about that. The Oilers were looking to score, however, the Oilers looked to have scored, but it's immediately ruled a no-goal. Draisaitl, with incidental contact on Carey Price, trying to avoid Ben Sherratt, just accidentally ran into Carey Price. There's scoreless. It was no goal, clearly, so it's still scoreless. Montreal was looking really, really good with a lot of solid chances early in the first period. January 31st, Stützle about to outskate McDavid. Canucks screwed up with They screwed up a minute 42 man advantage, Nikki. That's nuts. Who's your favorite player? Jeff Gann? Probably Brendan Gallagher, I think, honestly. Both on the Canadiens and just throughout the league, I think it probably is Brendan Gallagher. But the Canadiens were looking really good with a lot of solid chances in the first period. Tyler Toffoli nearly made it. Hey, Havoc, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Tyler Toffoli nearly made it a 1-0 Montreal game on a really great breakaway chance. Habs going to the power play. Caleb Jones ended up going to the box for interference. And the Canadiens scored. Shea Weber and Nick Suzuki ended up setting Jeff Petry, who ended up doing a hand pass to the other side of the net, but it was to himself, so it counts. Petry putting it into the empty net. It's a 1-0 Canadiens lead on the power play. 1-for-1 on the power play tonight. Habs with I'm destroying you in fantasy Havoc for now. For now, you are. My favorite Toronto Maple Leaf, John Tavares. Hey, you know what, John Moxley? Let's go. Habs a lot of pressure after their goal. Koskinen was making some really solid saves, though. The Canadiens getting some really close chances to make it 2-0. Really surprised with how much they were really forcing. But they're really trying to make it 2-0, but nothing just yet for that. Hey, Top Yanks and Habs fans. Havoc, you should see me in Keeps and QSL. Hey, Leo, welcome to the stream, man. Mikko Kosinen. I'm not changing it. I'm winning in fantasy. I don't care who I'm playing. Let's go, Luca. For a YT channel that's named Harry Rice, there's not enough hair or rice. This definitely is not enough hair. And I don't eat rice, actually, surprisingly. Zadana and Fabry really came through. Hey, let's go. Harry Leo, I'm not waking my mom up by singing. My favorite Maple Leafs goaltender there was James Reimer, John Monk. So that's strange choice, but I'm not going to judge you for that. That's a strange choice, but every person has their reasons. Ethan Bear then was on the ice for 2:20 of ice time. That is nuts. This was happening already, honestly. I would expect that in the third period where either team is applying pressure. Sing for us, whisper sing. No, Nikki, I don't do ASMR. I don't do ASMR on the channel. Unless you guys really want that. In which case, I might consider setting up an ASMR channel. Technically, it would actually be kind of decent because I could record late night videos. I don't even know if you guys can hear me at this point. See, like I can do ASMR. It's just it's you guys really want with. If you guys really. I don't have nails. I keep biting my nails, so I don't really have any nails. But if you guys want ASMR, I can think about it. I can do some hockey play-by-play. Suzuki passing it over to Jonathan Drouin. Down at the point for Shea Weber. And it's gonna go across for Ben Sherratt with a slap shot. Next Suzuki tipped in front. They score. Montreal leads it 4-0. I mean, I could. Who doesn't bite their nails while I stopped at 9? But yeah, I understand, Nikki. But yeah, if you guys want ASMR, I can think about some ASMR. Guys. My reasoning is he's better than Frederik Andersen. Wow, John Moxley. Okay. I'm just going to say last night the Leafs choked harder than Lana Rhodes. All right, then. Yo, let's go. Mikko Koskinen played great. Defense was very inconsistent. Koskinen had his moments, in my opinion. He played decent, not necessarily throughout the whole game. There were a few, I think 1 or 2 goals he definitely could have saved, but was not that bad. How about not rip? Hey, Jeff Gann, big oofs in the chat, boys. Big hype. Halfway through the first period, the shots were 12-3 for the Canadiens. They're really looking great. They were really looking great so far in this game. They were on pace for something like 60 shots if they stuck with that through the whole game. I knew like there's no way that we're getting to 60 shots tonight, and we wouldn't get it kind of anywhere close. We'd get halfway there, spoiler, but yeah. The Oilers were really playing risky in the first period. Many shots that hit the post, or Koskinen ended up misplaying. But the Habs just were not able to finish. The game could have easily been already 3-4-0, 3 at that point. With how many giveaways and how many steals the Canadiens were pulling off, they really stripped the puck off the Oilers a lot this game. I really want to see what the giveaway, what the turnover rate was for the Canadiens and Oilers tonight. My favorite CFL team is, I don't know if it's the Expos, John. Habs look really exactly, Leo. I agree, man. Romanov has looked really, really good. His first game against the Maple Leafs looked really, really, really good. He looked honestly like he was ready for 3 to 4 months to come over to the NHL. I'm sure if he could have played in the play-ins, that would have really helped us out against Philly, probably. But I am glad we did hold off and play him this season, because there was really no guarantee that Romanov would have played as good as he has so far in the play-ins. And I'm glad we did hold off, because it seems like it really helped his maturity level and his play. I think Romanov has meshed really, really well with the team so far. I think he could be a really, really solid top 4 defenseman in maybe 2 or 3 years. I'm just going to say, Robbie Fabry is fantastic. In my opinion, I think Robbie Fabry could be is definitely could potentially a top sixer for the Red Wings. I think Fabry's fantastic, probably a 20 goal scorer typically. Lamar Jackson has a concussion. Oh shit, Nikki. I don't follow baseball. I don't follow football, so I don't know who Lamar Jackson is. I mean, hey, I don't follow either sport, so he could be a baseball player for all I know. The Oilers were starting to apply a bit of pressure to the Canadiens, but we were starting to figure out the Oilers a little bit at that point. McDavid had a breakaway late in the first period, but Carey Price with a really, really nice save to keep this game from getting tied going into the second period. Canadiens late in the first period were applying more pressure to the Oilers with a lot of scoring chances here. Trying to go up by 2 before intermission. Josh Archibald now with a 2-minute shift for the Oilers. I believe I also heard that Nurse and Bear were also out there for 2 minutes. The Oilers were really pushing their guys, and this could come back to haunt them, and it did end up coming back to haunt them. But that would do it for the first period. The Habs were leading 1-0. The shots were 15-8 for the Canadiens. So in that second half, the Oilers controlled the shots, I believe 5-2, if my math is correct. 5-3, if my math is correct, sorry. Lamar Jackson's the GOAT. Rip. Fabry's a solid set. Yeah, exactly, Leo. I agree. Fabry is a solid second liner when healthy. Referees make me angry when it comes to hockey heavily against Mitch Marner was tripping call. That would never have been called. I'm just gonna say yes. But the Oilers were starting the second period on the power play. Actually, Weber went to the box for an interference that took place right after the horn of the end of the first period. Oilers had a decent power play, but does not look like what was apparently the best power play in the league last season. Habs got some really good chances shorthanded and managed to kill it off 1-1 on the PK this game. After the power play, the Canadiens scored 2-0 Montreal game. It was Tomas Tatar with a really nice snipe of the top right corner. For the assist went to Dano and Gallagher on that one. It's a 2-0 hockey game for the Montreal Canadiens. Great opportunity, and the Habs really capitalized on it. Both teams were trying to get some really solid chances, really nice shots from both teams, really making each goaltender work. And the Canadiens ended up scoring again. Jeff Petry had his second of the game, shot it from the point, ended up going off Ethan Bears. It looked like his ass at first, but it was his thigh. It was 3-0 Canadiens at that point. The lone assist went to Philip Dano for his both guys' second respective point of the night. Dano's second assist and Petry's second goal. The Canadiens were going back to the PK. It was a delay of game call. I didn't see who though, but shorthanded, we scored. Jake Evans with his first goal this season. He had Paul Byron with him on a 2-on-1, picking up his rebound. He had Paul Byron with him on the 2-on-1. Evans shot it. Weber wasn't able to get it. Byron wasn't able to get it. Evans got his own rebound, put in the net, and all of a sudden it was 4-0 Montreal Canadiens. Canadiens with a really nice PK, doing their best to kill it off, and they do successfully. 2 for 2 in the PK this game. Referees make me. I already read that. Yeah, Cameron Knox. Thornton scored his first goal tonight with the Leafs. Very happy for Jumbo the Elephant. So those Leafs say, "Hey, Blaze, welcome back to the stream, Mr. Hamilton." Thank you for coming to the stream, Mr. Blaze. Glenn Denning was given a penalty for playing without a helmet when he skated for 3 seconds after his helmet was cross-checked off. Oh, Havoc, that's... I can kind of understand, personally, you want to enforce a bit of the player safety, so that I kind of understand that. I swear to God, the NHL player safety is a goddamn joke. What happened now, Darkness? Harry, how do you feel about Char going to free agency and tape-to-tape Sim League? I don't like it. Low-key, probably going to quit. I mean, I lose a 5-5 in Yager. I have to trade him, and then I can't trade Chara to get something back for him, and he's gonna fucking walk to free agency. League's a joke. No, I'm kidding. Love Rex if he's watching this for whatever reason. Really surprised if he would be, but love Rex, man. Just some of the rules in that league, it's just infuriating a little bit to me. Hi, Harry Rice. I don't like the Habs, but they did a good job. Hey, Chase, I see you are an Oilers fan. It was a really good game tonight, I have to admit. The Oilers impressed me. The Oilers, I will admit, they did impress me tonight. The Oilers also did a good job. Thank you very much, Chase. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There is in a few moments. I mean, John Moxley, that happens to everything. I mean, that happens to everyone, in my opinion. I think a lot of people are taken down and there's no penalty, but something else happens, and then boom, it's taken, and then boom, that's a penalty. Referees aren't perfect. They're not going to see every single thing that happens. We are unfortunately very likely going to eventually get to the point where robots can see everything, and like every play there's going to be a penalty for something happening. Which I don't want the game of hockey to go down that route, but it could eventually. The retro similarly good joke. Which one? QSL retro, Raybro, or are you talking about UDSL? I get kicked out for no reason. Of course. Of course, the hit bladed the 2 games. The hit that Bertuzzo, who didn't return to the game, was hit in the head, was deemed clean. Hey, Darkness, I don't know. I didn't see either hit personally, so I'm just gonna say that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. If Dubois gets traded off a shotgun, a milk bag. Hey, Havoc, the American viewers are watching. They don't know what milk bags are. Stop fleecing and breaking rules. Rip, Nikki. Let's go. The one with yeah, Ray Bro. Yeah, like I mean, he I'll get to that in a second. Bruh, since you didn't watch the Suns game, you know what? When Matthews got cross-checked, Martin did the same thing. He sits on new call. Then they gave Timmy a soft-ass penalty. Hey, Luca, yeah, I didn't watch the Suns game, the Suns and Leafs game. But yeah, if that was how it exactly went down, that does kind of suck. That does kind of suck. I feel for McDavid. Hey, Wolverine, welcome to the stream, man. Honestly, I don't feel for that. I don't feel for McDavid that much, even though he is allegedly one of the best players in the game. I personally don't agree. I personally don't think so. I think Draisaitl is better than McDavid. If anything, I feel bad for Draisaitl. He has to spend his whole career in Edmonton, likely. And then the same game tonight, Austin Matthews gets cross-checked, no penalty is called. I don't know, John. You got Lucas, he was a Sens fan, and then you're a Leafs fan. You both are saying kind of different things. If you yeah, bet. Let's go, Luca. Yeah, Cody. Like I do think Cody thinks you're. I mean, I think you might be able to come back now, Ray Bro, because Cody's not in the league. Well, he's in the league. He's not the commissioner anymore. I got banned from QSL for my birthday being in 2 days. Well, Nikki, it's because I think you have to be 13 and up to have a Discord account. So technically, you are breaking Discord TOS for the next 2 days, but yeah, I understand. I understand. It's just unfortunate that happened. They probably will allow you back in 2 days, I would think, maybe. Yeah, man. Yes, they did play. Yes, Chase, I do know that the Oilers and Habs do play again on Monday. That should be a really, really fun matchup, I think. Rip Havoc, you dropped a milk bag. Karibo, are you saying that again, or is John rating me again? I think you're just saying that again because I don't see my viewers going up. Send me the links then so I can be your AGM. Yo, Ray Bro, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. The Habs and Oilers connection. I'll send it to you after the stream, man. I'll contact the owner, ask him if he minds me bringing someone in. Yo, Winnie City, Nick, how's it going, man? Hey, buddy. Yo, Nick, that game of those games of Quiplash last night were hilarious, man. We were joking around in the YT mod chat for John's channel earlier that we ruined your innocence because all your answers compared to the best ones were like so innocent and just so sweet. Yeah, Caps versus Penguin tomorrow at 12. Wow. I guess when I wake up, I'm gonna have something really fun to watch. And no Havoc, not QSL. It's a UDSL. QSL, you're always gonna be my AGM. In UDSL, I'm the Rangers. And I think you're actually the GM of the Oilers. I think, if I remember correctly, in UDSL. And so I'll ask Eddie if he doesn't mind Raybro being my AGM, unless you want to become my AGM of the Rangers and Raybro wants to take over the Oilers. Unless you're not the Oilers, which in that case, shit. Can you go live on Chase? Yeah, definitely, man. I'm going live on Monday. I always go live after the games, man. Chase, I always go live maybe 10, 15 minutes after the games. It's always really fun. Yo, yeah, Ray, bro. Let's play Quiplash later for sure. I'm actually gonna DM John. I'm actually gonna DM John after this stream. I'm gonna ask him if he wants me to send him a link so he can legally wink download Jackbox. Because if he wants that, then that way you guys don't have to 100% have me in the stream. You guys can just play with like John or whatever. Second biggest rivalry. Yo, man. Yep. I'm in. Oh, you're Minnesota. Oh yeah, you're Minnesota. Ooh, that should be a fun challenge for you, Havoc, I think. When the game is going on, can you go? Nah, Chase, unfortunately I don't go live during the games. My TV isn't able to come out into this room, and I can't really set up my computer in my office room. So unfortunately, I can't go live during the game. You say Draisaitl is better than McDavid? Yeah, I think McDavid's a little bit overrated personally. I think Draisaitl has a little bit better defensive skill. I think Draisaitl is better offensively. He doesn't need to rely on his line mates. He can dish the puck. He can dish the puck a little better, in my opinion. But yeah. When's the next Challenge Hill podcast? Windy City, man. Nick, I'm really sorry. We need to get on that. I need to contact the rest of the guys in there, and we need to figure out a time and date because we want to get you on, man. Aside from the fleeces, everyone can agree. I don't know about that, Ray, bro. I have young too. Yeah, true. You have young Blake Wheeler and Tuukka Rask. You're set. Rask usually goes off like a beast from what I've seen. But back to the game real quick. The Habs are playing really well defensively overall. Kotkaniemi really, really impressing me tonight personally. I noticed Kotkaniemi quite a bit. It was like, damn, he's making some good defensive plays. Late in the second period here, the Canadiens went back to the PK with Drouin getting called for a hooking call. Carey Price had a fantastic save on Leon Draisaitl, and that would do it for the second period. Habs will be on the penalty kill to start the third period. Habs led the game 4-0 at this point. Shots were 27-26 for the Oilers. So the Oilers really worked their way up in that second period. Accidentally left the server. You have to send the link to the challenge show. All right, Ray, we'll send you the server link after the stream as well. I'll send you that, and then I'll contact Eddie about UDSL as well. What about Crosby or McDavid? Crosby. Yeah, Wolverine. 100% Crosby's better. He's definitely upped his defensive game in the last couple of years. I think he's better offensively as well. Hey, yo, Chase, of course, man. I'm not gonna say, oh no, that's not okay. You have to stay in the stream. No, if you gotta go, you gotta go, man. Like, yeah, it sucks you can't stay in the streams, but you know what? It's whatever, man. You gotta go, you gotta go. If you can stay, you can stay. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I don't mind either way, man. So Chase, enjoy whatever you gotta do, man. And have a great day or night, whatever it is for you at this point. I'm happy I only got to listen to the Ottawa Senators knowing goal horn in the game twice tonight. Hey, John, there's that then. Yeah, Nikki. Yeah, Ray, bro. There's a sim league. It's tape to tape sim league. There's a lot of rules. It's kind of fairly easy to get into, I think. Early in the third period, there was not many notes to take. Yo, I'm coming back in. All right, Chase, no worries. Should still be live. And I just raised shit. I think I got it right personally. All right, where am I? All right, sorry. Early in the third period, aside from the Habs able to kill off the penalty, not many notes to take. Just the Canadiens trying to prevent the shutout being broken, getting a few shots here and there. And I wrote the shutout thing after it was broken. Hey, John. B. Keith Davidson, welcome to the stream. Not lag again. Nikki, you might just want to refresh the stream because I'm not getting any lag right now. Do you think the Habs are going to keep Tatar? Personally, I think they should be able to. If they really if they have say a second or conference finals run, I think they might be able to get Tatar and Danault to take team friendly deals, even if it's just for say 2 to 3 years. I think they can definitely get the players to take team friendly deals a little bit. Honestly, Draisaitl has better potential to be a two-way forward in the future than McDavid. Draisaitl needs to shoot more, though. I do agree. Draisaitl has a really, really nice wrist shot, in my opinion. I think he definitely should shoot more. And I think Draisaitl, if he can up his defensive game could definitely be one of the most elite players in the NHL. But yeah, the Oilers were starting to get some really solid chances, trying to get some goals past Price. And then what a goal. It was Tomas Tatar on the breakaway for his second of the game, third of the year. It's 5-0 Montreal. What a nice shot going 5-hole on Koskinen from Gallagher. Gallagher getting the assist, I should say. And then the Oilers scored. It was Slater Koekkok. He breaks the shutout of Carey Price, unfortunately. Just took a shot. It bounced off the mask of Price. You can't really blame him for that. Went into the net, 5-1, but the game should be over with just about 7 left to play. And the Canadiens, with 4 minutes left, will be going to the power play. Darnell Nurse went to the box for boarding Brendan Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher rightfully pissed after the fact, actually. The Oilers were able to kill off the Habs power play, though. Habs did get some nice chances on the power play. Ended up being 1 for 2 on the night. And that is going to end the game. The Habs will win. It's a 5-1 victory for Les Montreal Canadiens. First victory of the season, and the Habs will be 1-0-1 going into Monday against the Oilers once again. And interesting to know, as per last game, the hits this game were 34-32 for the Montreal Canadiens. Really surprising. The Habs have definitely stepped up their hitting, in my opinion, from last year. Dadius Toast, welcome back. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Taps, let's go. Yo, how come we're starting to get more viewers now that I'm nearing the end of the stream a little bit? Or fairly near the end of the stream. I do have a couple things I want to show. Let's go, buddy. We've come a long way from last year. Hey, Danny Tamir. Hey, absolutely. Remember you, man. Absolutely, I remember you. Let's go, man. Big hype, boys. The Montreal Canadiens so far in the season are see ya Wolverine. In my opinion, Oilers can be a hit or miss team. Either they are an elite team or an AHL roster. Yo, Ray, bro, that seems to be the case. Sometimes they're either they're a fantastic, really solid team, or they just go out there and they're like, what are you? No, all of you go get sent down. Yeah, exactly, Danny. I agree. The Canadiens look like a completely different team than they were last year. Hey, man, I'm back. I know I did not 5 minutes. I just said, hey, Chase, no worries, man. No problem. Yeah, Taps, I agree, man. Romanov is starting to look really scary. He looked incredibly well. He was all over the ice last game and this game, both with not only with like hitting and being defensive, but also in the offense range. He did get an assist last game. And now the fact that he's starting to pass more, he's starting to get more confident with his offensive upside. I think it's going to be a really nice career Romanov is going to have. If the Habs have another 4+ game and win, then I have no doubt they can finish first. Danny, I do think they could potentially finish first in the division. I personally have them finishing second, right behind Toronto. But they definitely do have the potential to finish first in the division if all their cards go right. They don't get injured all that often. Then yeah, Romanov is special. So is Anderson. Danny, I agree, man. Romanov looked really fantastic in his first 2 games with the Montreal Canadiens. Josh Anderson has looked really, really solid as well. Personally, I really like both of those guys. But the Canadiens so far in the season are 3 for 4 on the power play and 5 for 7 on the PK. Might be 5 for 6. I might have gotten that wrong a little bit, and of course going into the stats before I do show something special I do want to show off, and then we're gonna end the stream. I think Toronto are bums. A loss to Ottawa, and then a 3-2 win against Ottawa as well. That's not first place performance. I agree to Danny if it's late in the season, but this is the beginning of the season. Everyone is looking. Everyone's kind of shaky. Everyone's starting off not on the wrong foot, but everyone's kind of just starting to get back into the groove of all right, we're back playing actual meaningful hockey. So Toronto, I think give them maybe another week or two, at the most, another week or two. And then I think Toronto could get themselves back into shape. The power play is insane, Danny. I agree as well. 3 for 4 so far is we have to be among the top power plays in the league. But then again, it's only 2 games in. Come and see me a month from now. If we're still atop the power play in the NHL, then it's fuck yeah, let's go. Maple Leafs have all the talent in the world. I agree, but they don't have any heart or grit. I mean, they got Zach Bogosian for a reason, but with that grit, and TJ Brody as well. Even though he is really good offensively, he can also bring that grit. It's also the reason they brought in Simmons on forward. Any heart. I mean, I can kind of agree to a certain extent. It's just for me, I'm kind of iffy on that. Like I said, I think I need to see the Leafs for another week or two, then be able to fully judge if I think like, okay, yeah, they're gonna finish first, or it's like, yeah, it's very likely another team finishes first. Personally, they have to lose first to win. Yep, it was a dominant win this time. Yeah, Davidson, I can kind of agree with you. I do think the Leafs are kind of going to be a little bit cocky and confident, or too confident, like being like, all right, cool, all right, we won, let's keep the momentum rolling. Like that's perfectly fine. That's absolutely great. But being like, all right, cool, now we can steamroll over any team we want. It's like, you beat the Senators, you didn't beat the Lightning. Bogo wasn't going to change the entire core. I agree. Yeah, comparing like our top four, like I can actually go back to the top. Like you look at Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petry compared to Riley, Brody, Muzzin, Hall. Muzzin, like for example, if we're comparing left to right, exactly, Riley beats out Sherratt, no doubt about it. Riley is a much better defenseman than Ben Sherratt. Brody to Weber, I personally would have to give that one to Weber. I do like Weber a little more. Muzzin to Edmondson, personally, I would give that one to Muzzin just very slightly. And then Hall to Petry, it's no contest. Petry all the way. Petry's a fantastic defenseman. And then if you look at the top six, Kulak compared to Dermont, I personally like Kulak a little more. I think he's really, really underrated as a defenseman. He can put up some points here and there, but I think he is definitely really better. Oh, in terms of grit and protecting the front of the net, then yeah, definitely the Montreal Canadiens. But that's the thing, is you don't need just the grit. You need the guys who are able to defend and be able to defend. The guys who are able to defend and also be on the offense. Personally, I do think Montreal might have a better offensive and defensive blue line than the Maple Leafs. Yamamoto, Draisaitl needs to utilize his one-timer more, but I love seeing Yamamoto. I love seeing Yamamoto. I wonder why he fell to 22nd overall as well, Ray, bro. It's really, really it's really, really interesting personally. I really think Draisaitl has a great one-timer and a great wrist shot as well. Yamamoto is fairly solid. I saw him out there obviously a lot out there tonight, and he was pretty solid. Yeah, same goes with the depth forwards. I do agree. I think Montreal has a bit of a better depth. I think Montreal is filled to the brim with offensive depth, in my opinion. When we have Corey Perry as a healthy scratch, should tell you very well already, like how deep we are. But the Leafs, obviously, they have more superstars. But just because they have 4 superstars, I don't think it tells you. I don't think it means you're going to win. You know, like for example, you look at like Pittsburgh's an exception. They have Crosby and Malkin. Those guys literally change the game that they play. You know, like Matthews is a fantastic goal scorer. You know, it's you know, like it's different. It's different. You know. Leafs only bothered to win because they were embarrassed. I mean, Davidson, I can kind of agree to a certain extent, but that's the thing, you know. You know, it's weird, you know. For me, like the Leafs only bothered to win. I don't think they only bothered to win because they were embarrassed. I think they genuinely wanted to win. They kind of want to win a Stanley Cup, you know. It's better to get slapped early than exactly darkness. I agree. I think it's better to get destroyed 8-0 early in the season, like the Blues were, and rebound and be like, all right, let's use that as motivation. Boom. And you go out and destroy. You go out and try and beat everyone you can, rather than it's late in the season, you're doing good, and then boom, your momentum stopped completely by being destroyed. You know, I agree with you, Darkness. I think it's better to get slapped early in the season than get slapped late. McDavid had 2 shots. Okay. Yeah, Jesus, Taps. I didn't realize that. McDavid only 2 shots. We did a really good job of holding off McDavid and Draisaitl. What time is it for you? It is 11:13 right now, Chase. Muzzin cancels out Weber and Brody, and he beats Edmondson. Sandin needs to be utilized. I do agree Sandin needs to be utilized, but when you look at it, I'm just comparing straight up in the top 4, like who is placed where, who's on the top line, who's on the second line for me. So while Muzzin maybe cancels out Weber a few times, Brody beating Edmondson, I do agree with that. But if you're looking at, for example, straight up Sherratt for Riley, then yeah, Riley wins. If you're looking at Brody to Weber, for example, like if you're looking at that, I think. One game, exactly right, bro. Like Danny, like I like maybe Brody was trash for a few games, but I think Brody played decent from what I did see of the Leaf game. I saw a small little bit of it. I saw the last like three or so minutes, and I think a small little bit of the first and second period. But he wasn't that bad from what I saw of him. Brody's solid top 2, 4. I think he should be a top 4 defenseman. Like the Leafs are kind of weird because they have a top 4 that they utilize properly enough to kind of be a top 10 to be a top 2, that they can utilize Brody as a top 2 defenseman. But I think he is best slotted as a top 4. Cameron, if you're 17 or younger, you haven't been alive for a playoff series win or of the Leafs. Oof, you need at least one superstar player than depth to win. Darkness, I don't know about that because you look at the Blues personally. I don't think they really had a superstar at that point. Like I know people point to Ryan O'Reilly and Vlad Tarasenko. I don't know if you can consider those guys like big superstars like a Crosby, a Malkin, a Draisaitl, guys like those. And they didn't have a superstar goaltender like a Price or a Lundqvist or a Fleury, for example. Like I feel like you don't like it does help to have a superstar like that. But personally, personally, I do think it's better to have, for example, a really solid top 6 and really good depth than a superstar, top 6 and a little bit of depth. I think it's better to have that all-around depth, 4 solid offensive lines that can score and go out there. So instead of, all right, just hold off this guy and then boom, you win. It's like, oh shit, yeah, we have to we have to try and adapt to their game. It's like, Jesus, yeah, we have to try and adapt to their style of play. So I respectfully disagree with you, Darkness, on that, but I agree. I agree. I know how you not. I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say. I personally disagree, but I respect your opinion is what I'm trying to say. Hab showed why it's exactly goalie girls. I agree. Hab showed why it's okay to close a close one early, man. Or you know what I mean. But yeah, they got that first goal in the first period, and then early in the second period, they got that second, third goal, and it was kind of like, not all right, yeah, this one's over, but it's like, oh, this one's not going well right now, And then once it was 5-0, for me personally, it was like, all right, Montreal very likely has this one unless they completely break down, which I don't think this early in the season they will. Like mid to late season, it'll happen to every team, I think. But early in the season, I don't know. Also, I think you should. Wait, what? Romanov will replace. Oh yeah, Romanov's going to replace Edmonton in the top 4. I think. I don't think anyone really expected Romanov to be like this impressive. I think they expect him to be like, yeah, he's good depth. I don't think anyone expected him to be like, yeah, he's really, really solid for you guys. Like he's really solid for the Canadiens. I think he definitely could replace Edmonton in the top 4. I think as early as next year. I don't think you want to rush him and like, oh, next game, all right, yeah, put him in that top 4. But I think maybe next year you want to be like, all right, we can start like maybe even late this year you can be like, okay, start maybe pushing Romanov a little bit into the top 4, for example, like having a few shifts where he's in that top 4. But I think you can really put him in that top 4 with Petry next year because he can play both left defense and right defense. So Romanov and Petry would be, in my opinion. Tippett has to pair Draisaitl with Yamamoto and Nuge. Such a good line from last year. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Ray, bro. Like Draisaitl, Yamamoto, and Nuge seemed to work well last year. The only issue is then who do you put with McDavid, Cassian, and Tyler Ennis? I guess I have to respectfully like just say I don't think like James Neal maybe if he comes back from COVID protocol. I don't know if that would be a good first line personally. I just realized Rip Dottiest. Exactly, Taps. Just wait till we get, Caulfield, Romanoff, Gooley, KK, Suzuki, like how well these guys are going to be next year. Caulfield, I think he could be maybe a decent 20 goal scorer in his first year because it should maybe be 82 games. Romanoff should step into the top 4. Gooley could be a pretty solid bottom pairing guy. Kotkaniemi hopefully can take that next step. And Suzuki should be really solid, I think. Oh, as it was 10 minutes ago. I see what you mean, Dadius. Bennington played like one. I agree. Bennington did play like a superstar, and he was really good. I think he definitely was one of the greatest goalies I've seen in like a single playoff run. It was him. I don't want to put him in the same league as like J.S. Giguère from 03, but it was like if I'm comparing them, it's like number one, J.S. Giguère in 03 easily. He was the best goalie I've ever seen in a single playoff run. And I'd put Bennington like maybe right about if we're going like here and here's like pretty solid. I put Giguère obviously right at the top, and I put Bennington here. Like, he was pretty really good there. But look at the last 4 championships. Tampa Bay had multiple superstars. St. Louis had Vlad. 2015-18 was second in goals to Ovi. John Tavares, Washington. John Ovi. Ovi and John Tavares. Washington Ovi. Yeah, Darkness. I mean, like I said, personally, I don't know if I would say Vlad is really a superstar caliber player. Because like 2015, yeah, he was good in goals. 2016, he was good. 17 and 18, he kind of stifled. He kind of held on to just being a 30 goal scorer, which is still really solid. I love having 30 goal scorers on my team. But, it's just, I don't know if you can really put Vlad in the same level as a Stamkos, an Ovi, a Crosby. And that's not me being anti-St. Louis. I really like St. Louis. It's just, I think if you're comparing them, it's probably Crosby, Ovi, Stamkos, probably like Crosby, Ovi, Stamkos, and then Tarasenko's here under the caliber of he's a damn good player, just under superstar in my opinion. I think for me, you look at Crosby, Ovi, and Stamkos, those guys are franchise players. Those are pure superstars. I think you put Tarasenko in the elite level. He's pretty solid. He's someone that I think every team would likely want. I'm doing the montage challenge. Habs 16. Let's go with Zegras. Let's go with Well, it's up to you, obviously, but I would probably go with Zegras. Romanov is on the top pair with Weber in about a month. Goalie girls, that's a really big hot take. I feel Kotkaniemi has an extra step on top of the other man. I agree, Randy, and I think Kotkaniemi has that extra step. He thinks a little bit extra, in my opinion. I personally think. I think Kotkaniemi can be really, really solid defensively. I don't think he's going to be like that offensive point per game player. I think Kotkaniemi's best season could probably be maybe a 50-55, maybe a 20 goal season, something like that. Well, he's kind of a Dano, kind of. I don't want to say the next Dano, but I think he a really solid defensive. Kind of a two-way forward, I guess you could say. Kind of a two-way forward, offensive and defensive. Thoughts on Pierre-Luc Dubois rumors? They want Suzuki Plus, which, Leo, I talked about it actually in the last stream I did. But personally, I would never give up Suzuki for Dubois. I think Suzuki has not much higher ceiling, but I think he has a higher ceiling than Dubois, personally. Obviously, we can't say, because of the ceiling, Suzuki for Dubois Plus, but obviously it'd probably be Dubois for Suzuki Plus as of right now from where they are. But Kotkaniemi Plus, I think I would definitely do something like that. Say Dubois for Kotkaniemi first. Struble and Byron is what John from Hot Take Hockey suggested in the last stream, and I really like that. I'm pretty sure it was Kotkaniemi a first, Struble and Byron, because we need to clear a bit of cap, and Byron would be just that. Montreal won, play their goal. I don't have their goal horn. I don't use OBS. I just stream right off YouTube. He did it from January. Yeah, he did it from January on, just not just the playoffs. I know that, goalie girls, but it's just there were some nights in the off season or in the regular season where he looked a bit off, but he came together in the postseason. Obviously, for me though, Binnington, January on, he did play really well. It's just January to March he played really good, but in the playoffs he was you're winning the cup. Habs have second best goaltending duo in the league, in my opinion. Yeah, Vegas is obviously first. Darkness, but thank you very much, Jesus. I definitely think Price and Weber or Price and Allen is really solid. I would not think second in the league, but thank you for that, Darkness. Do you think the Habs have a solid chance to win the cup? Dottie's definitely. I think a lot of teams have a really solid chance to win the cup this year. I wouldn't put Montreal in, say, the top 3, maybe the top 10 or so, where I think personally, if they start really getting everything together, if they a month from now are really solid and say top 2 in the North Division, I think that they definitely have a chance, a great chance. If everyone clicks, if Anderson becomes a solid goal scorer for us, like he kind of has been. He didn't get a goal tonight, but he is still technically goal per game. He's on pace for 56 goals. I'm just saying. No, but seriously, I do think the Habs have a really solid chance at winning the cup. No team is really ruled out yet. Even Detroit isn't ruled out yet. They just beat the Carolina Hurricanes tonight, but no team is really ruled out yet. But I do think Habs have a solid chance at winning the cup if everything can go well for them. Montreal lost a lot. Yeah, I think the third period is really where the face-off game started to really lose itself for the Canadiens. First period was kind of back and forth. Second was kind of decent, and then the third it kind of just fell apart. Yeah, Darkness, I agree. Suzuki's untouchable. Kotkaniemi has the upside of a Sean Couturier. I'd still like that, a Sean Couturier, man. A Sean Couturier type player, if we get that in Kotkaniemi, wow. If Dubois comes and Kotkaniemi is Dubois on the third line, I don't know about that, Randy. I was actually thinking about that, and I was like, maybe you try out, say, a first line of Tatar, Danault, Gallagher, and then maybe a second line of Drouin, Suzuki Dubois or something like that. Then I was like, no, because then who do you have your third line center? You have that as Jake Evans. That wouldn't work because then you got to bring someone in that likely doesn't play center on your fourth line, or maybe probably Ryan Poehling maybe on the third line if you want to risk him. I feel like trading for Dubois wouldn't be that great unless it's, for example, for whatever reason, Drouin going the other way and they want to get Drouin. Goalie girls, I would absolutely never do that. Dubois is not anywhere close to Cofield's level, in my opinion. I think Cofield is going to be a really solid 40 goal scorer. Tatar is our first line left winger, and Dano is our first line center. I don't think you give up two-thirds of our top line, because then who do you use to replace Tatar? You can't put Drouin there. In my opinion, you can't put Anderson there just yet. You can't put Toffoli there just yet. In my opinion, I think Kotkaniemi is really the only clear, if we get Dubois, it would be this guy going. But knowing Bergevin, he'll find a way to make it like Struble, a fifth, and Byron for Dubois and Seth Jones. Knowing Bergevin, he'll be able to make that work somehow. No, but seriously, it'll who knows? Bergevin is unpredictable. The trade could come out in 10 minutes from now that, all right, yeah, let's send this out. Dubois is ours now. You never know. Yeah, exactly, Darkness. I agree. Bennington, when he's on, he's fantastic. When he's off, he is not great. I'll say it like that. I won't say he's horrible, but I'll say he's not great when he's not on. Yeah, never doubt the Habs, man. Sons of Liberty, I agree. Never doubt the Habs. They have Carey Price. Just wait till we're down 4-1. Toffoli gets on the ice, gets a hattie, and then we win in overtime from Price scoring. That's great. No one will take the no. And Tatar. Randy, don't say that, man. Don't say that, Randy. It's not that no one will take the no and Tatar. They could be deadline rentals if we're out of the playoff race, which I don't see happening. But if we are, we can sell them off as rentals. You never really know. They're free agents who could leave, but that's the thing. Like I said, if for whatever reason we're at the end, we're not in the playoff race. They might leave, but if we rent them out, who knows? Caulfield was overhyped. I bet he never plays again. Goalie girl, I don't know about that. Don't remind me of. Hey, I'm sorry, Darkness, man. I'm sorry, Darkness. I mean, I can't really say you guys got fleeced. It was an understandable. It was understandable at the time. You know, you guys wanted a clear cap to try and re-sign Pietrangelo, Jake Allen. You guys kind of wanted to make room for your backup coming in for your rookie Villiuso, I believe is his name, Villiuso. I think I got that right actually. So I think it could end up being a decent trade. It all depends how the draft picks work out. You know, if the Blues end up getting an absolute steal with either the 7th or the 4th round pick, it was. If the Blues get a stud with either of those picks, could look bad for the Canadiens. Who knows? Like Habs immediately win the trade, Blues could win it in the long run. Never really know, man. McDavid did improve his faceoff percentages. Game 7-0 on faceoffs per natural stat track. Damn, Ray, bro. He only took 7 faceoffs tonight. There's no way. Are you talking in the third period? Because there's no way McDavid only took 7 faceoffs on in the whole game. That's nuts. What are your thoughts about the yeah, exactly, Randy. That's what I mean, deadline. Like even 5 games into the season, if for some reason we wanted to, we could probably deal them off as deadline as rentals. But yeah, 5 games into the season, I don't think, but like deadline we could. I don't think we will, but we could for all we know. Yep, Villiuso. Okay, give it a couple games. I think Villiuso could come into his own. What are your thoughts about Toffoli in the last 2 games for the Canadiens? I think Toffoli is decent. I think Toffoli, I think Toffoli he's had his good chances. He just seems to be snake bitten, unfortunately. He's been held pointless in his first 2 games as a Canadian. I personally, I don't think there's really much to worry about. Personally, I think it's just more so of all right. He'll slowly come into his own as a Canadian. He'll start getting his goals. You know, he's been a little snake bitten at points. He's had some fantastic chances for the Canadiens. It's just I think Toffoli, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing, and eventually he'll start getting the goals. He'll stop, just being saved by decent goaltenders and who make fantastic saves because Toffoli, let's stop him of all people. No, but I think Toffoli, he's been playing good, but I do think personally that he is going to start I think Toffoli is going to start coming to his own soon enough. Is this the third season that Cole Caulfield? Yes, Randy. I believe it's his second or third. I think it's his third personally. I actually personally I really like that. I do like that he stayed in college to get an education. It for me it shows maturity in Cole Caulfield, and I think if Caulfield does come over to the NHL next year, because I think he can graduate this year. I think that would be really really nice. Like I said, I think it shows maturity in Caulfield that he's like, no, I know I could come over to the Montreal Canadiens this year and play for them, but I'd rather stay behind for a year, focus on my education. Like I said, it shows maturity, and I really like that. Toffoli looks like he's lounging a bit. Randy, I personally I didn't see that. Like if you did, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, personally, I didn't see that. I think he played fairly solid in the past 2 games. We are losing Tatar or Danault. We are losing Tatar Danault next season. I say we trade them both. Goalie girls, I don't know about that. Like, we're not losing Tatar and Danault. It's not guaranteed we are losing them both personally. Like I said, if we can make a deep playoff run or even perform well, I think they'll both, if anything, I think Danault is more likely. But personally, I do think they both could end up taking team-friendly discounts, Like I said, even if it's just for 1 to 3 years, for example, especially because of the flat cap, I do think both guys will end up taking not hometown discounts, but I think both guys will end up taking very team-friendly contracts to win a cup in Montreal. To be honest, after a few games, my predictions aren't too crazy. After all, Montreal, Calgary, Ottawa, Toronto, Edmonton, Vancouver, Winnipeg. Hey, Leo, those are some really solid rankings. I like them personally, but really surprised you do have Ottawa in the playoffs. Could happen, though. Looks like he only took face-offs. 7 face-offs by StatTrack, which is a reputable source. Might be an error, though. That has to be an error. There's no way he only took 7 faceoffs. Like that's really nuts if he did only take 7 faceoffs. Hey, hockey Jimmy S. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, exactly, goalie girls. I do agree with you. Toffoli is doing really good. I'll say really good. I'm not gonna go like really like he's doing great. I think he's doing pretty solid enough. He doesn't really. You're right. He doesn't need goals to be effective. He is trying out there. Like I said, he's just been snake bitten. Foley's good at walking in, but sadly, yeah, Tap. So far, he unfortunately hasn't been able to score. Anyways, Dubois for Danault or Tatar now is impossible. It's not 100% impossible. If Montreal discusses a deal with one of the two, and then it's like, all right, now they're signed long term or short term, whatever. Boom. Now we execute the trade. Hey, Hockey Jimmy S. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciate it, buddy. Didn't you drop out? Just kidding. Yeah. No, but seriously, I dropped out because we kept moving. And the first time we ended up moving, for some reason, the buses were, I was going to school. I'm not going to say the name of the school, obviously, but where I was going to school, they, for some reason, couldn't get the buses out to that area. It was really weird. So I had to leave that school. Was going to go to another school. Then we ended up moving from the house that we were at. And it's been weird. It's been weird. I don't think high school is really as important as people say it is, though. Caulfield is 2 years away from the NHL. Hey, hopefully not. Hopefully next year. But even if he's 2 years away, I'm fine with that. Looks like it said McDavid has an 87% face-off win rate on the offensive zone. Hey, Ray, bro, that's pretty sick, man. I'm back. Do you like this new one or the old profile pic? I like both, honestly, Luca. If you want to go back to the old one, that's fine. If you want to keep the new one, I like that one personally. Domi was a -2 tonight. Ooh, that sucks. I like Domi. Just sucks. He seems to be doing kind of meh with the Blue Jackets. All right, guys. So I got 2 things I'm going to go into aside from answering any questions or comments that are coming in because I want to end. It's 11:30. I was not expecting to stream for nearly two hours here. This is honestly nuts. I'm going to give the team stats. I'm going to show off some things I got in the mail recently. And then we're going to end the stream. So Tatar leads the team now with 3 goals. Suzuki and Petry both have a goal and 2 assists. Drouin has 3 assists. I'm going to put that in alphabetical order. So sorry, Petry and Suzuki have a goal, 2 assists. Drouin with 3 assists. Anderson with 2 goals. Danault, Gallagher, and Weber each with 2 assists. Evans with a goal, and then Edmondson and Romanoff each with an assist. Keep streaming. Hey, Nikki, man, I'm sorry, man. That's just I don't want to wake my mom up. I don't want to wake my mom up, man, and I gotta go do some other stuff. I gotta watch a movie tonight. For a future video that I have planned. IMO Oilers make the playoffs barely, but at most goes the second round. But next year we will be elite. Prospector come. God damn it, Ray, bro. Good night. Wash the jersey. Prep from what? Hey, Randy, and thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. This jersey's definitely going to be washed for Monday, man. Definitely going to be washed. And then still without a point are Byron, Armia, Byron, Sherratt, Kotkaniemi, Kulak, Lehkonen, and Toffoli. Sherratt, of course, is the only one with a fight. Exactly, Ribro. We are going to play Quiplash later, for sure. But like I said, I'm going to contact John, see if he wants the files to download Jackbox on his own and be able to play without me, without you guys needing me. Because there's going to be some nights I won't be able to play, and you guys are probably going to be disappointed. I'm going to hate myself for not being there with you guys, and then it's going to be a whole mess. Congrats, man. The Oilers are, yeah, thank you, Slapshot Jack. Appreciate it, man. It was definitely a tough game tonight for at some points. Very dominant for the Canadiens in some points. Very tough for the Canadiens against the Oilers at some points. Really back and forth game, in my opinion. I wonder if the Leafs-Jets game, I wonder that too, Cameron. I think it might be, personally. I think it might get canceled. I'm not too sure about that, though. Kings make the playoffs. Quick going to bounce back. Kings, very underrated goalies in LA. I agree. I do like the goalies in LA, personally. Goalie girls. Personally, I do think that LA definitely has a chance at making the playoffs. I believe in my predictions, I did have them being fourth or fifth. I think I had them making the playoffs in their division or just missing out to Minnesota, I think. I forget which order I had them. But I definitely think the Kings definitely have a chance of making the playoffs. They looked pretty solid so far, in my opinion. No, Ray, bro. I'm keeping that one dirty. I'm keeping that one dirty for Monday. I'm not wearing it on Monday. no, but seriously, Ray, bro. We'll see on Monday, man. Hey, Nikki, I'm really sorry, man, like I said. But yeah, guys, I'm actually going to show off some DVDs real quick that I ended up getting in the mail. I can close this document now, which is really weird. But I'm going to show some movies I ended up getting real quick. These are going to be in a future video, actually. So yeah, these are going to be in a future video. Yeah, exactly, Rare, for sure. Virtual handshake. Absolutely may the best team win, man. Absolutely may the best team win on Monday for sure. But yeah, so real quick, Harry, you old fart, still using DVDs. Yo, Leo, low-key, I love DVDs, man. I have a huge DVD collection. I actually, 25 Days of Harry last month. If you guys want to check that out, I showed off my DVD collection. It was really, really fun. It should be even bigger. It just sucks that a lot of my DVDs got stolen. Just subscribe. Hey, Trill Nico. Thank you for subscribing, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Anyone that subbed tonight, we gained some like 30-something subs. It's crazy. Thank you, guys. As you will excuse me, I will be lurking, but I will have to make an Oilers recap vid. Hey, Ray, bro, let's go, man. Like I said, I'm going to show these off, guys, then I'm going to end the stream. It's pretty much an hour. So first off, we ended up getting, I ended up getting Beetlejuice. A lot of these are going to be really hard to show off due to the glare, but Beetlejuice, it's a fun movie. Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Alec Baldwin, Catherine O'Hara. This is a really, really fun movie. You collect DVDs, I collect jerseys, fair enough. Exactly, Leo. I collect DVDs, hockey cards, video games. You collect jerseys. We're all fair. All equal. I have a huge VHS collection. Yo, girly girls, low-key, I might be jealous. I like VHS tapes. I think most underrated goalie tandem is honestly Murray and Hogberg. Hogberg, one of the most underrated backups. Yeah, Hogberg I really like. Didn't he have something insane where like he lost no games in regulation last year? Or he lost like 2 and he lost like 7 in overtime, something like that last year? That's nuts. 335 subscribers, Luca, indeed. We gained 22 subscribers today, which is nuts. Absolutely insane that we've gained that many subscribers today. We are already near the road to 400 subscribers, which is nuts. Next up, send me the link for Jackbox file. We'll do, Ray, bro. I'll do it right after the stream. Next up, we've got Clue, the movie. If any of you guys have seen Clue, if any of you guys haven't seen Clue, this is a fantastic movie. Really, really funny. Was not sure what to expect when I was watching it, but it definitely did not disappoint. It's a fantastic movie. Hogberg once had a 940 for me in franchise mode. Jesus. Leo, what game were you playing that Hogberg got that in? Jesus. Next up is the first of 2 Blu-rays, but we've got Mr. Deeds on Blu-ray. I know, call me uncultured all you want. I love a good Adam Sandler comedy movie. Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy, Click. Those are my shit. Those are my shit from those are my shits from back in the day. Adam Sandler, Winona Ryder. I think this one has one of the shitty little clip-on things. But Mr. Deeds, great movie, and you guys are going to notice a pattern here in a second. You'll have to come over to one of our Hab games. Oh yeah, definitely Goalie Girls, man. I'm definitely gonna have to come over. Exactly, it is. It is definitely EA. It is EA after all. Adam Sandler goated. Yo, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore as well. Massive sin for me not mentioning those movies. Tim Curry's a national treasure, of course. Clue, of course, with Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd, and Michael McKean, who is in Better Call Saul. Fantastic show. Please check it out. Adam Sandler was so good until his jokes got old. I don't really find Adam Sandler jokes get old for me personally. I prefer Adam Sandler as a dramatic actor personally. Punch Drunk Love, Uncut Gems. There's another. We're actually me and my friend Desi, my best friend. We're actually watching the Merowitz Stories tonight. The Merowitz Stories New and Selected, which has Adam Sandler in it. So that's going to be a fantastic movie. Saw Billy Madison the other day. It was actually quite funny. Hey Leo, Billy Madison's a fantastic movie. I've watched it a few times lately. Really fantastic. This movie is one that I unfortunately did not get the chance to mention in my top 100 favorite movies of all time list from last year. Do you have a console that can hold you streaming? If so, Taps. Funny enough, I have a PS4. I was actually gonna start streaming on Twitch sometime soon. I wanna try and get my mic working with my computer again. I do want to start streaming on Twitch, or stream once at least, see how it works compared to YouTube, and whichever one it works better on YouTube or Twitch, I'll start streaming on there. Like I definitely would like to make a gaming channel. I do think maybe doing it on here could end up being better, but who really knows? Raptors want let's go, McDry. It autocorrected. What did it autocorrect to? Taps. Not my channel. Hey, Goalie Girls, well, you know what? If you get your buddy's permission, then send it to me on Discord. I'd love to check it out. Make me a mod. Yeah, I don't know about that, Leo. Type another message and maybe you'll see. But next up is one that I was really, really, unfortunately did not get the honor to put it on my top 100 for movies list. I saw it like 3 days after. It's one I saw right after Christmas, and that movie is Heathers. This is an absolutely incredible movie. This is a fantastic movie. It's Winona Ryder, Christian Slater. This is one of my favorite movies right now, in my opinion. It's a really, really incredible the black comedy. It's a high school movie. It's a coming of age kind of story in a way. Fantastic movie. I cannot recommend Heathers, Clue. I cannot recommend all these movies enough, except for the one that I haven't seen, which is the next one, Destination Wedding, another Winona Ryder movie. 4 Winona Ryder movies in this list. Don't ask. No, but seriously, Destination Wedding, Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves. I got this because it's 2 of my favorite actors in this. It should be fun, I think. Really interesting. You should make a May channel on Twitch so you can make money off subs and put all your good clips on YouTube and get you more fame. Taps, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Taps. I definitely have a Twitch. It's in the description actually if you haven't seen. But I do have a Twitch. I definitely want to check the Twitch. I definitely want to start streaming on Twitch like I said. The only issue is I don't know if I can clip my streams, cuz I know OBS I can just record and stream at the same time. Off there I think I'd have to pause every hour and clip it personally, which sucks. Which sucks cuz like on YouTube it's just a stream. I can just have the stream and then any clips I want, boom, I can just put that in a video. But yeah, I definitely do want to start looking at doing gaming streams on Twitch or YouTube, because I think playing some of the games that I got for Christmas, which may or may not be an upcoming video, like Last of Us, Spider-Man, Until Dawn, SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, would be fantastic, and I think they'd be really good. Really fun games to stream. Ask Jama channel. I don't Discord. Oh, all right, Goalie Girls, I got it. Habs aren't bad. Hey, Hugh, thank you for telling people the Habs aren't bad. Have you ever watched Heat? No, Goalie Girls, but I've been meaning to watch Heat. I've really wanted to watch Heat for a while. And then the last movie, before we do start to head off, because my voice is starting to kill me and I do want to start heading off, but the last movie is one that I was really, really, really happy to get, actually. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is a really, really solid movie. Really, really fun animated movie as well. Personally, might be my favorite Spider-Man movie. I really, really enjoy this one. Jake Johnson, Haley Steinfeld, Nicolas Cage, Zoe Kravitz, John Maloney, Liev Schreiber, the guy from X-Men Origins Wolverine, which no. No, but seriously, this is a fantastic movie. Was really, really, really surprised that I was able to get to the Blu-ray DVD digital copy for only $10. Have you ever watched Lost Boys? No, but I've mean to check out all 3 Lost Boy movies. I've actually heard, surprisingly, that's a trilogy of horror movies that all 3 of them are really solid. Little Big League. I've never seen Little Big League, actually. Never seen that one. Hey, Nikki, let's go. But yeah, boys, I've gotten 6 movies from Amazon. W mod season. Let's go, Leo. I actually have 3 more movies coming in, and then once I get those movies, I will be making a video. Into the Spider-Verse is my all-time favorite movies. Lots of detail. Yeah, man, Ray bro. Like honestly, Spider-Verse, like I said, it's a fantastic movie. I haven't opened this one. I haven't opened these yet because I actually want to wait until I'm doing the video to open these. One of them is getting opened because my parents want to watch it. That one being Heather's. But yeah, Spider-Verse is a fantastic movie. Plus Haley Steinfeld's in it, so yeah. No, seriously, those are all really great movies. I'm sure Destination Wedding is going to be great as well. Dave Tippett reminds me of the coach from the movie Miracle. Yo, he kind of does as well. Kurt Russell is goated, by the way. Kurt Russell is fantastic. Death Proof, masterpiece of a movie. But yeah, guys, that is gonna do it. Don't bother with the sequels. Total cash grab, waste of time. Funny enough, Cool Girls, I've heard both. I've heard that both they're cash grabs and that they're really solid. Or at least the third one. I've heard the third one is actually pretty solid. My top 3: Ferris Bueller, Dunkirk. What About Bob? I've been meaning to check out What About Bob. It's got Bill Murray in it. I'm guaranteed to love it. Dunkirk, I heard a lot of good things about. Ferris Bueller is a pretty fun movie. I do like Ferris Bueller. It wasn't in my top 100 last year, but I think after a rewatch, it might be in next year's, maybe. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been talking for way too long. Thanks, Harry. Good night, man. Though for you, it's practically midday. Yo, Leo, you're right, man. I only go to bed like 5 hours from now. But thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, Leo, for coming out to the stream. Appreciate it. Yo, McDry, I've been meaning to check out the Karate Kid movies. I've wanted to check out all 5 of them, then watch Cobra Kai because I've heard so many good things about Cobra Kai, and the first 2 Karate Kid movies. Not so much the last 2 or the remake, but I definitely want to check those ones out. When's the next Eminem video? Eventually, Taps. I still need to find just something that really, really clicks, and it's like absolutely. Because for me, when I did the Kill Shot video, I just did a fun little the thing that's actually at the end with where it's the Eminem picture, and it's from the Real Slim Shady when he breaks up the 2 guys kissing at the wedding. With the picture there, it's like, but how are you gonna butt fuck my daughter when I'm butt fucking you? I came up with that randomly, and then like a year and a half later, when I made the video, I was like, let's work around with this, and I started doing it one day, and it was like, boom, and it was just like I was working on the video, and I kind of came up with it in like 2 nights. It needs to be something like that, where like I'm suddenly like, oh my god, I can do this with the video. Big Trouble in Little China, definitely gotta check that one out as well. Yeah, Big Trouble's gonna blow my mind, I'm sure. It seems like a fantastic movie. Harry Rice, the next Eminem. Hey, McDry. Yo, Mr. DDT in the chat, boys. Can we get some big Mr. DDT regulator hype in the chat? And by the way, guys, a very special thank you to Blaze on the first stream who donated $1. Big hype to Blaze for donating $1. The 4th ever donation that I've gotten on this channel. Big hype to Blaze, boys. Hey, gotta go. No worry, goalie girls. Yeah, guys, that is gonna do it. I have to get off stream now. My voice is killing me. My mom's probably gonna wake up. I gotta go do some other stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Favorite Charity Enthusiast not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Harry. Subscribe to the Puff Club. I would donate if I get PayPal. Hey, Ray bro, you don't gotta donate, man. I appreciate you wanted to do so, man. It's like I said, it's appreciated. And thank you if you ever do. Oh, caught the Mr. DDT. Unfortunately, man. Talk to you later, my friend. Hey, Mr. DDT. Yo, we can talk on Discord for a bit if you want, man. Yeah, let's go, McDry. Good night. Yeah, Lucas C, man. I'm only 65 away from 400, man. It's fucking nuts. I'm gonna end it real quick. Links. Check out all the links in the description. All that wonderful stuff, guys. Thank you all so much for watching and coming out to the stream. The HTH rated me. We got a bunch of the OGs in the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you guys. My name is Harry Rice. Triple Heart Squad in the chat, please, boys. Thank you very much. My name is Harry Rice. And I am out. Peace.